One is an idiot, it might be both of them. Shut up, dude.
I don't know why it keeps doing that.
What's up, you fucking communist?
What's up, bro?
As a descriptor, you can use communist as a descriptor now. It's not an insult. Ask Shane Jones.
It's a podcast.
It is a podcast.
Shut up, dude, is the name of the podcast.
There's
What's up,
another
man?
guy here.
Hey, what's up, bro?
How's it?
Returning guest, Ryan. Thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate it.
Honestly, so stoked to be here.
BB Malloy.
Love coming here.
Hell yeah. We like
stoked to
having
have
you. Now, the elephant in the room
It's not me.
was technically a whale.
Oh,
Right?
God. Oh, yeah, no.
I think we're all fiending
We have to talk about
this. Now, anybody that's listening to us for the first time, you're a dick. Go listen to the other stuff. We talk about RFK. Who wants to tell it?
I honestly, when I listen back to this, I don't want to hear myself speaking,
Okay.
so I just,
Do you want to do it?
I could. So RFK hears that there's a whale, a beached whale, an endangered beached whale.
He then goes to his daughter and says, would you like to come to the beach?
We're going on a family trip.
She's excited.
Yes. Okay, so he drives 5 hours?
4 hours.
Yeah, to this beach. He runs down the beach.
His daughter then realizes they have absolutely nothing that you would normally take
Like
to the beach.
towels and
towels,
stuff.
togs, food, lunch, anything.
Okay, well, let's
But what
circle
he
back to
does
that.
have-
Let's circle back to that because he runs down the beach with a chainsaw, chainsaws the head off the
this
beached whale. That's dead, but he chainsaws the head off it, bungee cords it to the top of his minivan, and he drives back another 5 hours.
4. Yeah.
I read 5, doesn't
Sweet.
it? 4 or 5 hours.
It's a whale here.
Back
It's
to
probably
his
going to
house.
take you longer the way home than it took you to get there.
yeah, I
Okay.
can't imagine it's
Yeah.
very
So-
aerodynamic at this point.
I'm just gonna just to circle back for a moment. If I was gonna go cut the head off a whale with a chainsaw, I'd bring towels. Just saying, like you could have brought some regular beach stuff and it would
And
have
it would
helped
have
you.
helped you.
So his
I would have
daughter,
also bought strops.
yeah, bro, bungee cords.
Bungee cords?
That's
I don't
hard
bungee cord
out,
nothing
bro.
on the back of a truck.
How much squishy stuff do you put in your truck? Though?
Well, see, that is my thought straight away went to, you normally bring beach stuff to the beach, and it's just him with a little plastic shovel and a bucket getting all the goop and just like small amounts of whale goop and then running it back up to his
bro, but it's
minivan.
him like Texas Chainsaw Massacre cresting the dunes. Like,
Bro, just your dad getting in the car, like absolutely covered in whale guts and blood and shit, being
Yes.
like, you know I like skeletons.
It's, I mean, because he can't say the real reason, which
Is
is
he
because
wants
there's
the
parasites in the brain of
And
that
it's a
whale.
super real one.
He's not allowed to hunt them.
What'd
He
you
can
call it
hunt
before?
birds and he can hunt boars, but he can't
Wouldn't
hunt these whales. This is his only chance
the
to get this
brainworm
parasite.
in a whale would be like the Mew.
Yeah,
Hey,
bro.
like of-
yes,
of
it's his
Pokemon?
unicorn, dude. It's his, yeah.
the Sasquatch
Yes.
of brainworms.
His daughter, Kick, says that they had to wear plastic bags over their heads with a little hole cut out for the mouth because whale brains and goo were spilling into the minivan as they cornered.
For 5
For
hours.
5 hours. And she reckons it's just part of growing up with RFK.
No. The other part was people were giving us the finger on the
Yeah.
highway. Like people were pulling up, like fucking abusing them.
Yeah.
And that stuff just sort of happened growing up with my dad.
Yeah, what are you doing, you insane
Wicked.
fucking weirdo?
Wicked.
Well, clearly
Yeah,
there was
bro.
no falconry that day, so I think the biggest thing for me is that he can't just drive to Central Park and throw it on the footpath. That's going to take a lot of explaining.
Yeah,
like it's not just a baby bear carcass; it's a whale's head.
but he's after the skull and the worm.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do with all this whale face he's suddenly got?
Probably
I
cook it
want to
up,
know.
probably render it and turn it into lamp oil or
I'd
some
like
shit.
to know if there's like a tiny park, like it's not Central Park, but it's a real exotic, weird one wherever the fuck he lived, and there's just whale face deposited there.
I'm sure you can actually use it to turn it into perfume as well, like whale blubber. I'm sure there's a process there that's part of it.
I reckon there's probably
There's,
a part of it where you can
Is
carry
it
it
called
through a
ambergris
lounge.
that's in the whale's brain that they make perfume out
Yeah.
of? Is that
Potentially,
it?
yeah. So
Just
maybe
find a real old
I don't think
white
that's why he was
kudu.
doing it. I think it's all parasite driven.
If you get an old white kudu, like a real old white kudu, like 101 maybe,
Okay.
and just ambergris him, I bet he lights the fuck up, bro. Didn't they make everything out of that for those cunts? That's why there's no whales left.
They did make they went hard on the whales, bro.
Bro,
Yeah.
once upon a time, humans went, bro, check these fucking things out. We call them whales.
Yeah.
And someone else went, they burn for
They
ages.
do burn for a long. You wouldn't think because they swim, but nah, they burn for fucking ages. Dude.
That's who the fuck looked at a whale and was like, wow. Boom. And he's like,
Yeah.
well, you reckon that burns like, what? I reckon we could actually spray it on whores.
Yeah.
What? And you're like, that thing, that beast, we should kill it.
We'll extract the little bit, the nuggety center from its brain, discard the worms,
Yeah.
depending who you are, and turn the rest into perfume that you.
Bro, I reckon those things burn for ages. And then your mate, like, yeah, we'll spray it on whores. Another fella's like, we could light everywhere if we killed all those massive animals in these little boats. Like, this is so much of a thing. There's a book about one that was really hard to catch, and the guy went crazy. What's it called? The Anthony
the
Fauci
Ahab
story.
Chronicles.
Anthony Fauci story by RFK.
The bus that couldn't slow down.
down.
Someone's obviously standing on the beach and sees one like breach, and it comes up and it smashes down in the water, and he looks out and he goes, "Fuck! I'd love to give that a stab." Like,
Yeah, bro,
At
that's what-
some point, that's crossed somebody's mind.
Bro,
Yeah.
whoever did that was so staunch, we're probably all related to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, it's like the same guy that tamed a horse.
Literally anyone with blue eyes can be traced back to this one dude who had a defect. Everyone naturally has brown eyes except for this one dude.
So if you go
Everyone
far
with
enough
blue eyes
back,
is descended from the same one guy.
Yeah.
Right.
so you go far enough back, we all had one.
So wait, so
And
I'm
then there's-
descended from that guy?
Then
Sorry.
there's this Jesus dude who's got two eyes. And you're like, oh no, fuck, he can fight us all. Just
It was a mutation that is supposedly
Yeah, well, I've heard this.
Yeah, it has one ancestral
That's crazy.
coordinate, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, RFK though cut the head off a fucking whale and
Yeah.
drove it back home for 4 hours.
Okay, so
5
when he
hours
did
relying
that-
on a bungee cord.
Yeah, bro. So when he did that, he violated the Lacey Act of 1900, which means that you can't transport illegally harvested, protected animal parts across state lines, and that makes it a felony.
How many times does that have to happen for them to make it a law?
The fact that we're talking about RFK Jr.
It was in
and you said-
1900.
The fact that we were talking about RFK Jr. and you started the sentence with "he then violated," and I've been listening to
Yeah,
I've
bro.
been listening to a lot of
Oh
like
shit, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so he also may have violated the Marine Mammal Protection Act 1972 and the Endangered Species Act 1973, and he also allegedly had affairs with 37 women in 2001, which is according to his journal.
who's got the time?
His
He was
his
very
wife at the
upset
time-
about 9/11.
yeah. His wife at the time found the journal, killed herself during their divorce proceedings in 2012. He took custody of their children and dragged her as an insane alcoholic, and she hung herself on the Kennedy estate. So in this journal, he used a numerical system where between 1 and 10, where
Keep telling us.
10 is intercourse. I don't know what the rest are, but we figured out that 10 is intercourse. So 16
I hope he
women.
has it in a fucked up order too, eh? Like
16
ass mouth veg is the way it's supposed to go or something.
Yeah, bro.
Like he's
I'm
like
not-
demented as scaling
Dude,
system.
it might be that. It might be that 1 is regular penetrative
yeah,
intercourse,
yeah,
and
yeah.
2 is like wilder. So by the time
Yeah.
you're doing 10, it's like, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
The fact that he sat there and mapped this out, and at one point in his head he's gone, "Yeah, that can be butt stuff." Like,
Yeah.
which number is going to be butt stuff?
I'd give anything for him to tell his true story.
That's just his go-to.
Yeah.
Light, soft, kissy missionary, butt stuff. Like,
Or something weird is like 9 holding hands. Like
Oh, yeah.
intimacy.
Yeah.
Anything
the ultimate
bef- yeah.
intimacy.
Which
So-
one's peeing?
honestly, I don't think there's a.
Bro,
chart
it'd be
number
so
for
funny if
this
it
one.
was like 4 peeing on, 5 peeing receiving.
It's number
Like-
one.
Like it was.
It's number one. Number one is peeing.
No, but it's like 1 peeing receiving, 2 peeing giving. Like it's he's that specific on.
I don't know. You might need more numbers. I'm not sure. Okay, 16 women have 10s, and some of those have dozens of entries. One of them like 13 consecutive
I can't believe the
days or some
dude
shit.
that fucked the dude whose was it his
Dad and uncle.
dad and uncle fucked
Yeah.
Marilyn Monroe and then
Yeah.
killed her.
Yeah.
Turned out to be notorious
I
prune
looked into
hound.
that a bit. We might come back to that, but
Okay, fucked her, and then she happened to die. There you go.
yeah, but in like 61, like after she'd flopped at movies and whatever. So he describes the sex sometimes in the journal as being mugged. Like, I got mugged on the way home. 10. Do you know, in the days where there's no number, he writes the word victory with an exclamation
Because he
point.
made it through.
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
It's parts of his journal describe like, I was mugged by 2 women, but I prayed and God gave me the strength to resist. Yeah.
Kennedy, bro.
Yeah, bro.
He's a Kennedy.
He said that his wife beat him. So following her death, Kennedy won a court case against her siblings to have her buried alongside Kennedy members in the regular family cemetery. Okay, shortly after her burial, Kennedy had her body disinterred and moved to an unmarked grave in an empty area of the cemetery.
Point made, bro. You won.
Yeah, bro.
You already won because
Yeah.
yeah.
How petty do you have to be?
How
Kennedy
how
petty, bro.
very fucking
Kennedy
petty.
petty.
Kennedy
Yeah.
petty. Oh my god. Yeah.
Look,
Did you have a turn with Marilyn? I've just had a turn with Marilyn.
I think I may have.
Good God.
Good God.
there is yet another woman who was a problem for the Kennedys who is now dead.
Oh, just Pecky Sissy Diddly Doo?
No, I mean the same. It's
I
the
thought it
same
was
thing.
the-
Like this woman was a big fucking problem in his life, and then she died.
Yeah. Kennedy.
Um,
I reckon if they put that cunt in charge of the CIA, they have to have the meeting where they're like, look, we're sorry. But we want to make it up to you. You can pick 3
yes.
and we'll take 3 out.
Just 3.
And I think what RFK hears is we'll get you all the brain worms you want.
Yeah.
And it's
You
yeah.
picked the 3 rarest.
Dude,
guys.
we could make this movie.
Yeah.
And when it comes up and it's like RFK, CIA, we couldn't get any more alphabet letters or whatever you want to call the movie. And then it cuts to him and he's like, as long as I can put the brains in the pocket like my auntie Jackie. And then you just dun, dun, coming this fall. Like, fuck, bro. I reckon that's where it comes from.
I'd watch the movie. I would.
I'd watch it. Not only am I gonna watch it when they make it, like, cause I don't know, everybody, me, the QAnon,
Yeah.
and they're
Love it.
like, did you know JFK Jr. is alive and he's coming back and this is where he's gonna show up? And he never showed up, obviously, because he's fucking dead.
Even if he
and
does,
then a few
look at
years later,
RFK Jr..
RFK Jr. shows up and they're like, sometimes, like, when people have to pass on secret messages about the underground pedophile network that is running America, sometimes they get letters wrong, and that's why it's RFK Jr. Not, and you're like,
Yeah.
are you QAnon motherfuckers seriously
Sometimes-
acting like you're still right?
Tom
Sometimes
Hanks
Kennedy's-
keeps finding single gloves and posting them on Instagram. Like, fucking, I need to make a point. Fuck.
They
Like,
just need one, like, just the leaps in logic to... sorry, it's just a really funny idea that since Trump and RFK have joined forces,
Yeah.
the boners running around the right wing camp.
His sister, when he chucked in with Trump, his sister called it a sad ending to a sad story. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's how I feel. He's just a Trump guy now. Like,
And
he's
I
just
hope RFK thought, I'm going to get so many fucking brainworms out of this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's if the CIA's
Oh my
offering
God.
him 3
What
guys.
if the right wing is actually parasites of the brain, a brainworm, and they have a hive mind? And that's why they've all gone,
Damn.
Trump, he's the king. And it's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah,
Like
I
toxic
suppose-
plasmosis, when whatever the fuck the cats do, that they piss and the rats have the
I mean,
thing.
they
and-
happen to carry a parasite that increases risk-taking behavior.
Yeah, but it also,
bro.
if rats get involved, that it implodes, like it explodes a sex drive or something, right? Like that's the other byproduct.
Something crazy about it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
I know the part that it has
But-
on humans.
but
where,
it'd be
like,
so funny.
Most like CEOs and stuff
Risk-taking behavior.
have it.
Yeah, that's why I'm on this podcast. It's not because I want to be here.
Because you have
It's a
toxoplasmosis.
Hey, how's your social media going? Terribly. The viewership's way down. Could it be because you're on this podcast swearing about fucking RFK?
Is your viewership down?
Beats me. Oh, bro, my viewership is so down. I'm so close to retiring. I'm so close to retiring.
Just torpedoed his own shit. We're being
Fuck.
like, these guys are funny.
Yeah, I go onto
Everybody
TikTok
check
and
this out. They're like, what the fuck?
So yeah, I repost your shit on TikTok. It's just like, is BB Malloy okay? Like, is there something? Because I'm pretty sure I reposted the bear carcass video.
Yeah.
There's repercussions from this. Like, that's
What do you mean?
well, like, so if you repost, right, it pushes
Yeah.
into the algorithm that's the kind of shit that not only you like, but that's the stuff that you want your followers to see.
Okay.
And I'm followed by 330,000 people.
Uh-huh.
So this is it'll get to a point where it's like, okay, the more you repost of "Shut Up, Dude," the less we're going to show your shit to your actual fucking audience.
This is unacceptable for most people. what
Yeah,
we're doing
exactly.
here.
And it's one of those like bros being bros thing where it's like, yeah, fuck, promote the Bros podcast 100%.
You don't have to do
Don't
this.
do this
Don't do it,
anymore.
bro.
Look, we're past.
You like doing it.
Yeah, it's beyond Thunderdome at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because me and Helvis are already getting everything we want out of this podcast.
Oh, yeah, no,
You
100%.
You don't have to do
No,
this.
no, and I completely understand that. To a point where like my algorithm is so fucked that I posted a video that's nothing like my actual content last night. Like at all. Like normally I do connection videos of pop culture history or whatever. Like my car got stolen a couple of weeks ago, so I was at the lot clearing all the shit out of my car. They found it and stuff, and I'm
Bro,
getting
that
insurance.
video.
Yeah, that video where
that's
it's like
so fucking
oh,
funny.
they did like, and it's like a ding in the car that was next to my car in the lot, and the whole front of the car is fucking mulched. And I'm like, oh, I've been at the farmer's market 2 minutes, and they've fucking dinged my car. And then as I stand up and walk away, I'm like, I'm just getting so sick of it, and the whole front of this car is gone.
Dude,
like it's been ripped out, and it's just like a 10-15 second video of me being a fucking dick.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what?
Fucking-
I'm going to test if my algorithm's broken. I'm just going to fucking post it. No
I could
context,
not
no
work-
hashtags, nothing.
Yeah.
I had no idea how they
Is your
worked.
algorithm broken?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're sorry.
Are you pulling it up?
Just for you.
Just for me. All right.
Because I saw it and thought it was fucking hilarious.
Oh look,
man.
I wish I could 100% say it was your guys' fault. This way I'd have someone to blame, but my inconsistency is fucking terrible.
Nah, he went on Shut Up Dude, bro, and he got cancelled.
Yeah, bro. yeah. They cancelled you in the algo.
Remember that time you talked about Pablo Escobar's hippos, you fat fuck? Like it's
Yeah.
What are we looking at here?
I'm at the farmer's market for 2 minutes and someone's absolutely done my car in there.
God damn.
Ridiculous. Jeez, it's getting to a point where I'm just...
so no hashtags,
That's
no
great.
nothing, just fucking chucked it up on Instagram and TikTok, and it's only being fed to my followers. And the reason why I can see that is because the analytics are showing me that it's only going to followers at this point. And only followers are commenting and liking and all that kind of shit,
Okay.
which is great for the internal algorithm. But if
Yeah.
you want it to get pushed so that pushes more people to your profile, you want it to hit the For You page on TikTok or the Explore page on Instagram,
Okay.
which it's not fucking doing. And neither is the rest of my content. But you talked a couple of weeks ago about something akin to engagement farming, where it's like you have to almost trick people into staying on your platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was engagement hacking.
Engagement hacking, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a very real thing that even creators do.
Yeah.
So that's not just to the platform itself. And I accidentally did it at one point, and I ended up with a video that across like 3 platforms has like 10 million views.
Yeah.
And this was only like a month ago, and I actually got the idea from you, and I was meaning to thank you. So this is on an earlier episode. You said something akin to the fact that the guy who made the piracy.
Theme song.
The theme song, that song got pirated. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go and research that and see if that's real. It 100% was.
Yeah.
So I made a video about it. And in the opening 5 seconds of the video, I said something to the effect of like, if you're old enough to remember DVDs.
Oh,
the
yeah.
3 full generations of white people got so fucking triggered, bro. What do you mean old enough to remember DVDs? And then just fucking, they went absolutely nuts. Meanwhile, I'm sitting at work checking the analytics, looking across the road at the last United video in the entire fucking country, being like, yes, I know people still watch DVDs. I was just saying, if you're old enough to remember like early DVDs kind of thing. And still to this day, there's people sharing it in their Instagram story and being like, bro, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy heaps. I have heaps of DVDs.
Yeah, yeah.
And I am
He doesn't
not willing.
know.
Yeah, he doesn't fucking know.
Yeah.
What does this guy know about 4K Ultra?
Yeah.
Does this guy even have a
What,
Blu-ray
he watches
player?
it on Netflix at whatever resolution they say it is? Great.
Yeah,
Bro,
absolutely.
those fellas are just as dumb as the ones who are like it just sounds better on vinyl. And you're
That's
like,
yeah, bro. That's
shut
dumb.
up, dude.
That's
I
very
don't
dumb.
care.
You could say it like feels better. It's nice to have a little ritual to do before you listen. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Some people
There's
spit on it. Some
Yeah, and it's
people
got a
use
little
lube.
scratchiness
It's
to
like,
it.
everyone's different, mate. Who gives a fuck?
There's a warmth to it.
Yeah,
Shut
yeah.
the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's done.
There's a warmth to this, bro.
Yeah,
Like, what's our time at?
Look, it's 20 minutes. I've just a full stop
Go.
to this RFK
Full stop
stuff,
this.
which is he is withdrawn from the race in every U.S. state except for 3 battleground states where he's not allowed to: Michigan, Nevada, and North Carolina, whose rules state once you're on the ballot, you're on it unless you die. Which I think RFK might not be able to. Because did you ever see that picture of British warplanes returning from World War II, and it's all the places they've been shot when they come back?
yeah.
Right. I think that's Kennedy. Like, God keeps trying to smite him, but he's too powerful. He had a 14-year heroin addiction. No problem.
Bro, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
They made him a sex fiend at the height of AIDS, and he walked through it. Mercury poisoning, nothing. Straight up, did not notice the worm eating his brain.
I know who he
can't
is.
be put down.
I know who he is.
Who is he?
You know the Bible because of your terrible, upbringing.
It's fine.
The Catholic thing.
Yeah.
What's the guy that kills his
Just to
brother?
reiterate.
The guy that
But
gets
whose brother?
he gets
RFK's
smited
brother?
and no, in the Bible, there's a guy that gets smited and now he's immortal. Is it Cain? Cain and
Cain
Abel.
slew Abel? Sure.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, and
Cain
Cain's
slew Abel.
and Cain can't die now because God hates him and he has to be immortal.
I'm not familiar enough with the
Are we
story.
talking about Methuselah? Is that because
I
I
don't
know?
know.
No, there's a Cain and Abel thing.
Oh, it is a Cain and Abel
But
thing.
yeah, I thought there's some weird part in the Bible where it's like Cain's not allowed to die now. He's got to feel this pain for eternity.
I don't know.
RFK is
I'm
Cain.
not familiar.
RFK is Cain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
RFK's immortal.
RF Cain.
Yeah. Hey, I've got
I
a...
totally did that. on
You did say
accident.
that. I just followed
Yeah, it
it
was
up
totally accident.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. Do you guys ever have intrusive thoughts?
all the
All
time.
the time.
Yeah.
Okay, I had an intrusive
I'm almost
thought.
dead. Yes.
And I've tried to push it away for months and months. In the very early days of this podcast, it was the dumbest stinger idea that I could think of.
Uh-oh.
And I hoped that it would go away, but it's remained an intrusive thought. And my only solution, months and months later,
Is to show
was
us.
to bring it into the world. I have a short sample of that now. If you want to take a quick break.
Break
Absolutely.
and we come back in with that.
Oh God.
Put it on.
I can hear it.
Game of Thrones, cuz. Shame.
I know we lost people during that sting. It was an intrusive thought. I don't know.
What are you saying?
No, what I said before we went back on air was not an intrusive thought. Whatever the fuck that was, I just got through telling you about how that man's Segway might have cost him an arm and a leg because he had literally no arm and no leg.
Yeah.
That I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened either. I'm not proud of this. This happened.
But it feels like you said the N word.
actually, yeah, it feels like you've
But
something
in a different
yeah.
sphere.
Yeah,
right?
in a different sphere. Like you didn't actually say the N word, but there's
But
definitely
I
those
did something
connotations.
wrong. I
like
crossed
you've-
some kind of boundary.
Yeah, you've-
Look, I appreciate that, but
What is the words?
Would you care to repeat this?
Oh,
There's no
jeez,
back
told
on
you
this
there's no
chair,
back on
Elvis.
that chair.
Oh no.
Tell us the words. You're
would
not
be-
getting away from it.
I want the audience to forgive me. It would be, you sucked the cum right out of my ass. It must have been while you
we were
were
felching.
felching. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
But months it's been like kick it, and it keeps fucking invading my brain, and now it's all of your problem too.
Oh my god.
It's shut up, dude.
The best part is all that you've invaded our brain with is like. Do you reckon Jizzy's felching?
There's a pretty high possibility.
Can we start calling him Anthony Felcher?
Tony Felchi.
Tony Felchi. What the?
Okay.
You're like, hey, this is the dumbest thing. I don't,
Bro,
you know.
I-
Why?
I used to work when I worked with Wolverine. Our manager, like
You
the
better be
person
real
who
careful,
managed us,
eh?
like used to listen to rock radio, and this person, like Wolverine, to fuck with the manager, would sing that, like during that Meatloaf song,
I
he would
see.
sing that to fuck with the manager.
Right.
And I was like, I have this power now, and I had the idea, and I was like, you can't do it. But it's been like 6 months. And it's an intrusive thought. I am sorry.
Yeah.
I am sorry.
Bro, I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. Let's talk about some news.
Just for context, dear listeners, there is nothing holding me to this chair, nor was there anything that brought me to this chair financially or in any way do I need to be here
You
right
don't
now.
have to repost. You could just go.
No,
It's fine.
honestly, the payment I take away from this is the fact that I'm now going to have that stuck in my head every single time I hear Meatloaf now.
I know I'm losing people. I
Bro,
know that.
The segment.
I cried when Meatloaf died. He was
segment-
one of...
Well,
Oh my
now
God.
you'll cry for different.
Bro, the segment before this is that the last time he came on the show may have dipped his engagement with his followers, and we followed it
Just
up
don't
with
repost
that.
it.
No.
Just don't repost it.
Rock bottom's cold, man. It's cold, place.
Nah, see, the goal is when you're on the way to rock bottom,
Yeah.
you got to do more shit. So you hit it so hard you bounce.
Yeah. Hey, I do have a bit of news.
I got news.
Bitches can't sing in Afghanistan no more.
Yeah,
know
they're
about
not
that?
allowed because
Yeah,
it's
bro.
too sexy.
They're not allowed to show their
You know any
faces
of
in
this?
public.
No.
Oh, so you know how the Taliban run Afghanistan again?
Yeah, they run that
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
Yeah. So they've made a new rule that every woman has to be covered up, and they're not allowed to use their voices in public, and they
Yes.
can't sing.
They
And,
can't
yeah.
sing inside. They can't sing or read inside their own house if it could be heard outside their house. They're also not allowed to look directly at men they're not related to by blood or marriage. And before all this, they already weren't allowed to attend secondary school, do any kind of paid employment, walk in public parks, or a plethora of other backwards shit.
Right, so if they could just stand perfectly still covered up, that'd be great.
Oh, bro,
I mean, they shouldn't be out without a man.
The
Like,
best,
if they
the
have a man
best-
with them, then fine.
I'm
That's
I'm
absolutely
sorry, I
they
can't
shouldn't be out.
remember who posted this, but the best quote I've seen was someone reshared the CNN article about the new rules that the Taliban's put in.
Yeah.
Somebody on Twitter, I'm so sorry, I can't remember who it was, but they put, "Ha, these niggas gay." I think it's so funny.
Well, they banned them from gyms and beauty salons. Like maybe they are a bit gay.
Fuck, boy, it's like the Taliban sitting there being like, you know what I love in a woman? Broad shoulders and a shaved head.
Thick eyebrows,
big
dude.
beard.
Yeah.
The other guys are like, what the fuck, dude?
You know what I love to find under a burqa? A penis. Oh my God, that's awful. But
Well,
like,
I read this story about it, and it also said earlier this year the Taliban also announced the reintroduction of public flogging and stoning of women for adultery. And at the end of this article, it said the Taliban have been approached for comment. I liked that.
yeah, I'd fucking imagine so. Like,
Yeah.
but that's like the problem I have with it straight off the bat is
Hi,
like,
I'm Emma from The Guardian. We just wondered if you have any comments about the stoning you guys
Are you talking without being covered
What do you
outside?
Bro,
Yeah.
2 generations from right now, it's going to be like, hi, this is Emma from The Guardian. And the Taliban guy goes, wait, you can talk?
Yeah. Won't take 2 generations, bro.
Yeah, finding a talking animal in a movie, and it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, whoa! No, but
Oh my
like,
God. Guys, Mr. Ed is on the phone.
there is a guy on TikTok who weighs like 400 pounds, and he sings exactly like Celine Dion. So if
brilliant.
you're like,
Wow.
if this dude, I swear to God, and this dude moves to Afghanistan and gets publicly stoned because everyone thinks he's a chick because of his singing, that'd be fucking
Oh,
incredible.
shit.
If he's 400 pounds, bro, no one's throwing
Bro,
stones
he's-
that big. Like,
Bro,
he'll
he's
be
trying to
sweet.
do a cover on YouTube in the sanctity of his own home, and 4 dudes bust in like, "Where is she? We heard her singing from outside." Like,
Fuck, bro, if I was like, if I was a talented vocalist living in Afghanistan, I'd just rock around hitting girl notes and just walk off.
yeah.
You know.
and then just like stand there being like, "Do you motherfuckers hear that?" And just like rock them up. Like,
That was an A above high C. I know female vocalists that can't do that shit. Play with me. Like, fucking.
yeah, no, it's real funny that Afghanistan, that place that everyone was like, "Hey, these guys suck," have got worse.
Yeah.
Brilliant, eh?
Yeah, but
can't
that's
believe
like we've talked about how Trump as take him as he is, but he's like the only guy who doesn't want to start wars.
Yeah, bro.
Like everybody else will do it, and
Yeah.
he basically won't do it.
Bro, it's,
He didn't even want to fight in the war. He like pretended he had injuries and stuff. Like, no, fuck it. Like he doesn't like it. He doesn't want it.
He's the only guy that I've ever seen talk about how like you can't sell bullets forever.
Yeah.
I love that. That's
great.
That's his
Yeah.
angle. Is like, nah, human life has to like have resorts and golf courses and salons and hotels and you have to make money off the enjoyment.
Yeah.
Because that will just propagate itself.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he gets it, but he's right versus the sell the
Sure,
bullets.
Yeah.
Like,
did you see his NFTs come out this week?
yeah. Oh, this week.
This
no.
week, bro, new NFTs.
He's made new ones.
They're still
Hell
doing that?
dude. Yeah. Last time you could get, if you bought like 75 NFTs, you could get a tiny little piece of his suit that he wore during his famous mug shot, where for some reason he doesn't have to look directly at the camera and he can get all sinister and like there's shadows on half of his face, but not the other.
Hey, how well have
Like,
you? How well have
Bro,
you seen?
he's got the same thing, but now from when he was shot at. From
Yeah. How well have you watched
You get a
that?
part of the suit if you buy 75
the
NFTs.
fight.
When I
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
into this, I was astonished because Trump NFTs are worth more than they were. They're the only ones.
Dumb rich
Every
cunt-
other
dumb rich
NFT
cunts.
totally
I need a
sacked
fact
out.
check.
Trump NFTs. Producer, Millen,
No.
will you please look that up?
Oh, well, yeah, look that up. I had another one.
Oh, you can
Do you remember
like, boss him around however you
when
want.
they hit his ear and all the secret service
Uh-huh.
they ran on stage?
Yeah.
Do they have earpieces?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Generally, I think they're all on
No,
comms.
I mean,
Yeah.
do those ones at that time really have earpieces?
I don't know.
Oh, like,
Can we get that fact check?
I
For
think they might have
communication,
had the
or-
B team on Trump security that
I
day,
think
bro.
they had
Like,
the fucking B team, the
Yeah,
actors,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah, so-
the what's the word that sounds like a fuck thing, but it's not thespian. Yeah.
yeah, but so the lady was that was in charge that day got fired immediately, right?
Yeah.
So she
'Cause
was.
Doesn't tell
she
me
used to
anything.
be in charge
I
of
wanna
like
know.
Walmart security.
Yeah,
for,
that's right. Yeah.
sodas and twisties and shit.
Yeah. There is a lady in the background. If you watch the shooting video, and his ear gets clipped, and you can hear the gun go off a couple more times. And this lady just like fucking World Trade Centers it, bro, because she gets shot too, and she just falls straight down, like jet fuel can't melt steel beams type shit. And she just like she's the only person in the crowd. Everyone's standing there gawking like, oh, I wonder where that's coming from. That's crazy. And this one lady got shot and was just like thunk. Like folded like an accordion.
Yeah.
It's the most amazing thing. I'm not watching him. I'm watching this lady disappear behind the thing.
bro.
Yeah.
And one guy died. He was a firefighter or whatever, right?
Can you fact check whether or not they have the earpieces in? Yeah.
So the one guy that died was a firefighter and
Yeah,
whatever.
bro.
avid
That's the
Trump
guy that
supporter.
when Trump stood up holding his firefighter jacket, the name was spelt wrong.
Oh, great.
Keep going.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. No, and I'm just thinking about this NFT thing that Trump supporters don't really have a history of high IQ. So I'm thinking there is something in the background where someone wholeheartedly believes that NFT stands for new photos of Trump.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
right.
like it's-
New photos of Trump.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Did you guys know that for the past 5 years, there's been a Hulk Hogan biopic in the works?
For 5 years.
Yeah, bro.
Is it
Oh, no,
trash?
I did hear about
No,
this
no.
actually.
They've cancelled it.
Yeah.
Okay. Did they do
Trigger.
that because of what Hulk Hogan's been up to, or did they do that in the same way that they cancel other stuff because the tax write-off is worth more than the film?
I think there's a both here.
Yeah.
I think they were like,
Yeah.
well, we can make it because they were going to get Thor to do it. What's the Aussie guy?
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. Hey, that's fucking perfect.
Yeah.
But they've shelved that entire movie, and Hulk Hogan is the one saying it's because they do this cancel thing, whereas everyone else is saying, no, you threaten to body slam a woman.
That's right.
Well, he fucked around when he was drinking beers,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like,
How?
come on. Yeah.
like
Come on.
Right,
I
like
can't believe the real American might be racist.
but they're just filming up to a point where it's like, oh, we've got most of his life. We're just going to see what he's doing now. Oh, no.
I hope they just top out at Suburban Commando.
No, they get up
Have
to
you
the
ever
point where
seen
he
that?
rips his shirt on stage at the fucking
Suburban
at the Republican
That's pretty
convention.
good.
Yeah.
Suburban Commando is one of the first movies where they took a wrestler and just put him in a movie.
Okay.
Hulk Hogan's an alien that lands on Earth.
Yeah, yeah.
And he needs
I know
help.
he did like Santa movies and stuff.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
this
Santa
is-
with muscles. That shit
right.
slaps.
Yeah, Mr. Nanny.
Yeah, Mr. Nanny.
Yeah, well, his
all the
first
kind of stuff The Rock's
his
been
first
doing.
one is called Suburban Commando. I only really know it because The Undertaker's in it as like
yeah,
a bad guy. And yeah, I remember watching it as a kid and being like, this is the greatest fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
And then years later, like 25, seeing the cover of the VHS and being like, I fucking hate that was ever a thing in my childhood. And now he's like standing at the fucking standing at Trump events being like,
Yeah.
isn't she Indian? How?
Oh.
Fucking hell,
Come on,
man.
he's obviously just drunk and fucking around. Like he didn't threaten to like that's ridiculous. Like nobody's
No,
gonna
he's-
follow up on.
Bro,
that.
he's fully standing on stage, having a good time and shit. Being
yeah.
like,
You
who
told me
wants
the
to-
story. Like
Yeah,
it sounded
it's-
like who could possibly get
Oh,
in
he's
trouble for
obviously
doing
not
that?
gonna do it. But
Yeah.
you can't rock up the whiteys, bro.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
this
You got, and the best way to rock up the whiteys
is to
is
threaten
by
to body slam immigrants.
yes, dude. He threatened to body slam a brown lady.
Yes,
That's,
let's
that
get
will get them fired up.
Let's
all
get
day long.
offended
Yeah.
on behalf of someone else.
I want to go to Kiwi news.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
there
what
was
do
two
you got?
tangents there.
Oh fuck yeah!
There was so the fuck. This is way out of left field. How much time do we have? Is there a
As
lot
much
of
as we
don't care
as much as we
anymore.
want? Okay,
Doesn't
cool.
matter.
Prepare yourselves. So fucking. There's a new biopic, a wrestling biopic about the Von Erich family called The
Yeah,
Iron
mate.
Claw.
Watched it.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, mate.
Did
Love
you
it.
cry as well? I cried so
Hesitated.
fucking
Hesitated.
hard. You could tell.
Yeah, bro,
Because
he's-
you've got
because I
brothers.
was saying,
worried
but you
about
did,
which
eh?
part did
No,
you cry?
you
at?
did.
you've got
You've been
brothers
crying
too, bro.
during
We
movies.
all cried.
My part that I cried at was when Kerry goes back to wrestling and he's got one leg.
Yes.
And he keeps fighting to get back up and do it on
Yeah.
one leg. Yeah, that got me.
The
But
halo-
at the end of it, I was
Yeah.
like more pissed off because did you know that story is far more tragic than the movie?
Oh yeah, they
Yeah,
missed
yeah.
a whole brother.
But you cried.
There's a yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
we
fuck
got
up,
there.
Puss in
Why didn't you
Boots.
fucking admit it at first then?
I told you before that I cried at heaps of shit. What I was worried about is I cried at the wrong part.
All three of us
Oh,
are watching
was it the
Paddington
wrong
2 after
part,
this.
Ryan?
No, we cried at the same-
Where we cried
yeah.
at several parts. There are several
okay.
parts to cry at.
So we have that in common.
Yeah.
Like we've cried at the same parts.
What was
of
the
it.
thing
guys-
you cried at that might make someone feel better? Because we're talking about a man.
I honestly,
movie.
when I found out that Ryan also cried during Puss in Boots 2, I felt better.
Yeah.
I felt significantly better about
So
it.
like it's
I
not
think somebody might need to explain themselves.
it's not just the family aspect. It's the dealing
Oh,
with the
shit.
existentialism aspect.
Yeah.
It's
You've had a
the
look at a few.
Goldilocks,
What?
she wanted that wish for herself.
That's right.
Yeah, the whole time.
That's right.
Like yes, they had looked after her, but the wish would have fulfilled her.
Yeah.
Hey,
But she realized that something else could fulfill her.
What's the word when you're white and you do a hobby and you're trying to get all of a point of order?
yeah.
That's the thing, eh? Point of order. Check this out. Secret Service guys saving Trump. Not one fucking earpiece. He's checked several photos.
True.
Okay, do you have them from the back?
He's apparently looked at a
Yeah.
few, but yeah, none of
Not a single earpiece. That's wild.
weird, eh?
Yeah.
Is it possible that they have small enough ones
Yeah,
in the
actually, that's a
FBI
good
that
point,
you can't
'cause, like,
the
there
Secret
are-
Service that you
Yeah,
can't
true.
see?
no,
Well, like
but there
just
are
tiny
like
little ones, right?
Yeah, there are hearing aids you can't see now. Like it doesn't have to be the big
But
curly
aren't
wire
there-
and shit.
Aren't there like other photos of secrets? What?
No big
Trump's
movie
guys got more
earpieces.
gears. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm just.
Anyway, back to getting in touch with our emotions. And
Yeah,
so
bro.
Yeah,
it
Puss
wasn't
in Boots.
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
then-
absolutely. Through the lens of
Yeah.
DreamWorks Pictures.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
like, how far into the movie do your lips hit the balls? Yep. Thank you. They do. We do have. You guys are right. The earpieces are way smaller than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, you didn't.
Thank you for
didn't,
doing it.
Like, do you have to like disengage the
Homie,
jaw or relax the throat?
I was sick. All right, I was relaxed the throat.
I wasn't. I'm just very comfortable in myself as a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had just gone through a whole
Puss
bunch
in
of
Boots 2, though?
bro Paddington 2. Like I can fucking send you a list of
Fuck
movies.
Paddington, bro.
Yeah.
And the famous words of my mum, don't have a fucking role model for your kids who puts marmalade sandwiches in his pockets.
He puts it under his hat for a
That's
start.
way worse. That's why
That's bad too.
maybe some kids don't have hair because of Paddington beer.
So, as I don't know what your father figures were like growing up, right? But I come from an environment where you weren't allowed to show emotion. If you showed emotion, you were classed as weak.
Okay.
And in some cases, you were even beaten for showing emotion.
Sure.
Right. So when and I've gone through this fucking whole
When is
thing.
this?
with,
2005? What are you talking about? 2005 in Masterton. Sorry, carry on.
No, Australia, which is somehow worse.
What are you doing in Australia?
Oh, just dingoes and shit. I don't know. Fuck. But yeah, no. So basically, there's a cutoff, right?
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're right. You're
Trying to
right.
talk about his emotions.
And but yeah, so I've been working through this shit with like counseling and whatever else. This podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. So
Fake therapy.
by the way,
Get your
no, it's
fake
fucking
therapy.
not.
no, it's really fucking not. But if,
We got
like,
another website called betterhelp.nz where we just tell you bad advice.
Yeah.
BetterHelp. Is it an LLM? Who cares?
No, definitely
Listen to the
smoke the man.
voices.
But anyway, so I worked through all this shit with the counseling, and I'm essentially getting to a point now where I'm allowed to I'm freeing myself from being able to show emotions and shit. But now I cry at everything.
Yeah, you're
Whereas,
a
like,
big crusher.
Yeah, I've given myself. I've opened
machinist.
up where it's like, okay, what emotion is this trying to make me feel? Oh, sweet, or I'm gonna cry like a bitch for like a full 30 minutes, and that's like
30?
Oh, dude, honestly, there's a good sob involved in
30?
Iron
30?
Claw, bro. What?
I'll rip a 2. Like
2 minutes.
Yeah, like fuck. There's a hip hop artist. I can't remember his fucking name, but like he's gay and he's got a boyfriend.
Eminem?
But his family is homophobic, but his boyfriend's family is racist, and they can't be together. And fuck, bro, too many beers deep in a bit of 800 mg ibuprofen. Oh my god! It was extreme house makeover all over again. 2 minutes late, and I'm just like,
Bro,
maybe
you-
you should just move. What the fuck? Like,
It's
yeah.
Romeo and Julian, bro.
But yeah, that fucked me up, bro. And I was like listening to the song. I was like, "What the fuck is this about?" And someone explained it, and I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
"But 30 minutes,
If you get something that hits you
30's
just
a
right,
lot,
bro.
man.
bro."
Honestly,
Puss in
it's
Boots
so
2. What'd you hit? 30 minutes?
No, I got an embarrassed tear.
Does that count as crying?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
So
That's not the same as what you were
no,
doing in
fair
Puss in
enough.
Boots.
So
bro,
this
I
is-
haven't broken down crying in a movie. No, absolutely
Okay, so
not.
Iron Claw was my breaking down in a movie, like because
Was it that part or the end?
There's so many different parts because of how hard.
Yeah,
He's sobbing like a bitch for 95 minutes.
It wasn't consistent 30 minutes. It was like I had breaks in between. Like when you guys put in stingers, I was like wiping tears and
Have
shit
you watched
between crying
Warrior
sessions.
with Tom Hardy?
No. Oh, is that the UFC one?
Yeah,
Wrestling, isn't
MMA
it?
one.
Yeah, the MMA one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and at the end he's got to like his brother is like tap out or I'll break
Oh,
your arm.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
okay. Yeah, bro, fuck, I was sick as shit. Took heaps of meds, sat
Yeah.
there and cried my ass off.
Yeah, for sure.
To the end of that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, mine was fabricated, testosterone fueled, and masking homosexuality. Your one was gay. Give me a break.
Eminem's gay on our show. Eminem's gay on our show.
Well. What's up, bro?
Do you know who can get it this week?
Who can get it?
David Seymour.
Oh, David Seymour can get it, you reckon?
Oh, that means something so different in
See,
America.
if I knew this, I would have played the David
Oh,
Seymour
nah.
stinger.
It means the same.
Is it both? Oh, so you are going to fuck David Seymour?
Hate fuck.
Okay, yeah, all right. At least we're covering all bases.
Yeah.
What's he been up to?
Well, you see, what I've got a problem with is that there's this major court case going on that I'm not allowed to talk about.
You're not allowed to
that
talk
may
about it.
or may not involve somebody from somebody that may or
doesn't.
may not
We
know.
can't. This is a comedy
Yeah.
show. None of this. Yeah.
But there's this fucking group of neckbeards called Better Wellington,
Okay.
and they have asked the Wellington Posties to take this pamphlet out. And apparently the Posties read it and said, fuck off.
Does it say the Maoris are taking over?
Bro,
'Cause
not
they
only
used-
does it say the
'cause-
Maoris are taking over, it
Because they're
also
not in government.
it also says
Yeah.
that this government, which is their one,
Uh-huh.
the Wellington Council and the government are trying to get the Muslim call to prayer played on loudspeaker across, and it's to instill some sort of Sharia law.
Now,
and
that only matters if you make a big fucking deal out of it. We're used to, as a mostly atheist, multicultural society, when somebody goes, we should make our religion thing a rule. Everybody else goes, no. Idiot. The grown-ups are talking. No.
but if someone was like, hey, would it be cool if they put the Muslim call to prayer on a loudspeaker? Probably. I
It'd
don't
travel
care.
really well across the harbour.
I
if
think
you
it's
played
an
it on it.
awesome looking.
I don't mind it. Yeah.
I don't mind it.
And I
You know what I do mind is religious figures that are apparently respected in the community, either fucking or touching or grooming kids.
I don't like that
So-
stuff.
Yeah, that's probably not ideal.
So if someone wants to be like, hey, I don't want another religion to make noises
Yeah.
and broadcast to the community, I'm like, hey, you'd have way more of a better thing if you weren't fucking and touching and
That
grooming
stuff,
children.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
what's the
but
what's the
am I
religious
allowed
background
to
of Better
play-
Wellington?
Hang
Sorry.
on.
What's the religious background of Better Wellington?
Right wing as fuck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So the posties in Wellington were like, no, we're not delivering this to everyone.
Yeah,
So
this is
Better
fucked.
Wellington is like, we paid the money to get this printed. We can pay the money to get it delivered.
Yeah.
And the Wellington posties have come out being like,
No, now you just
no,
have 40,000
we're
pamphlets.
we're not doing it.
Sure. Do it yourself.
This is where they have drawn the madness of myself.
Okay.
Because David fucking
I heard no one will touch his
Snapchat
penis.
dickhead, fuckhead, virgin, cunt face, asshole,
so
butt
mad.
fucking
He's so
cunt
mad about
dick.
David Seymour.
Probably a religion I don't know exists. Seymour.
Religion is money.
Do you know what this cunt reckons?
Yeah.
Government servants shouldn't dictate what New Zealanders get to know.
Except when it matters to David Seymour.
Except when one of your mates has been done for touching kids and you know it's going to impact on your election promises.
You're
So
still...
you get to subvert what people know while yelling at other people for subverting. You know what I mean? It's like
saying-
you're allowed to cover up bullshit and then accuse
need
people
to
of
be-
cover.
I think we need to be very careful about what we say. This is a publicly released... this is publicly released media.
And BB
Does
Malloy's
it-
on it.
Does it does it feel like I'm crossing a line to where I'm not allowed to talk about it?
No, David Small Dick Energy Seymour deserves your wrath. That's
Yes.
the difference.
But I'm sorry.
He does.
I'm sorry. You're my friends. Am I dancing too close to the line? 'Cause
I
to
worry.
be honest, a lot of the words
I worry.
blurred
People can
together,
look
and-
this stuff up for themselves.
If I'm on
This-
fucking thin ice, I'm a fucking dance.
I know. I know.
Dance with the devil, you might as well lead. Thank you, Uncle Joey Diaz. Fuck this shit. How the fuck can you cover up for a pedophile and then go out and tell people, I don't think the postman gets to dictate what you know?
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like,
worried about
you're
these-
already doing that.
Yeah, I'm worried about these groomers in the libraries. What about your fucking higher ups? What about them?
I know I'm not allowed to say his name.
We
And I'm not
are
gonna say
getting
his
much
name.
too close, bro. We gotta bail on this.
Is it a person I would know? Because I don't want to be dancing around.
Honestly,
something I don't
all
know.
I can say is the person has name suppression, and I encourage you to look into it for yourself.
Ah, fair
that's,
enough.
That's all
Hang
we
on.
are allowed to say.
I want to come back and say,
Are we even allowed to say that?
yeah, no, we totally are.
Encourage you to look into it?
Yes, we are.
Sweet. All good.
First says name suppression, but Google that shit.
It's findable.
Google, fucking DM me, I'll tell you.
And the guy was convicted as well. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not
that's
like-
what I'm
it's not
saying.
hearsay. He's
This is
convicted.
not hearsay.
Yeah.
This is a politician. I'm pushing.
Who
the-
knows, man? Who knows
I'll tell
who it
you
could be?
all of this as soon as we're not on
Okay,
air.
Yeah,
I don't
fair
think this
enough.
is entertaining. Can we move on?
I don't give a fuck if it's not entertaining.
Yeah.
Go and talk to your parents. Some of you cunts have fucking elders that voted for these people.
Yeah.
And they still vouch for these people. Sorry, doing that thing like I did with the state care report. But go fuck yourselves. This ain't funny. Monsters are trying to run the fucking
Yeah.
country.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck them. Research, Google, do everything. Hey, if you have to sit there and the only fucking way that you get your fucking information is from 6 o'clock news, you should be sterilized, shaved, and shorn into a bag of other people that do that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing a lot of that in Afghanistan, actually. It's in the notes here.
Yeah. If you change the Taliban from woman to boomers, might be in the Taliban. Let's move the fuck on.
Okay, we can move
did
on.
you know that Shane Jones called that judge a communist, and now no one knows how to deal with communists?
This
Yeah.
is somehow not better.
Nobody can, define communist. Like, that's going to trip people up for long enough that, okay, so it doesn't matter what you're saying.
Does that
Right.
mean I can just call Shane Jones stuff?
Yes, you can call Shane. Well, for instance, it would be libel to call him a liar, but you can call him a cunt or a piece of shit.
There's
That's
a
the way the
wonderful
rules
video of Jacinda Ardern at some sort of like socialist rally, right? Calling everybody comrade. Have you seen that video?
No, I haven't.
She's on stage
well,
being like,
I've
DJing.
she's standing
she
there like
going-
trying
She's
to
like-
hype the crowd
she's
up,
like
being like
19
Yeah,
at
bro,
a
she's
fucking
standing on
Waikato
stage.
uni event.
Yeah, she's standing on stage being like, "Come along, comrades." Obviously, she doesn't sound like that, but I can't do a Jacinda Ardern impression. So
I
Why does your
appreciate that you
Jacinda
tried.
Ardern impression sound exactly like your Jordan Peterson?
it's more from the back of the throat. Come along, comrades. No, it's Marvin the Martian. It's
You know,
Marvin.
the Venn diagram? Okay,
Yes.
check this out. DJ, MDMA dealer. How close are these circles in your Venn
I
diagram?
haven't watched The
Basically
Office. I
on
haven't-
top of each
yeah,
other,
I
right?
haven't watched The Office, but it's the same picture.
Yeah. So we can say that Ardern was a DJ. Okay, that's all.
I hope, bro, I want the Prime Minister of my country to have an extensive history of dealing foils.
Yeah. I don't think it was foils, but it's got to be rocks or like little
Bags
pills or whatever.
Baggies.
The guy is a Batman villain. This is like he's not selling rocks or foils. He's getting someone else to do it for him.
Which
You
guy?
think his
We're talking
head?
about Ardern.
Oh right, I thought we went straight on to Lex Luxon. That's my bad.
Oh, nah,
yeah.
bro. Oh, yo, did you see that video of, because you said last week that Simeon Brown didn't have a driver's license?
Yeah.
Did you see that video of him driving his little car?
I like to hope that it was me that did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If Simeon Brown
How
is
many
secretly
phone books?
listening to this and Helen the Porpoise Swellen,
Yeah.
bring it.
Hey, baby.
Hey, what's up, Gil?
He looks like Vern Troyer driving that fucking car, bro. I don't know how big the car was.
Bro, it's so funny. He looks like a 5'6" Parkia skeleton.
5'6" is
No,
so
listen.
generous.
He looks like 5'6" of Parkia skeleton put into 5'2" of Parkia skin.
Yeah.
Like Danny DeVito.
Yeah. But somehow, like, not a jockey.
No. He could have been a jockey. He probably
should have been.
Bro, he probably, if you look into his story, that might be in his past. He looks like a fucking jockey, right?
Yeah, but not even a horse, like a knob
Yeah.
jockey.
A Holden Barina.
Jockey.
I
And it
can't
just,
believe
like,
he
totally
posted a
dwarfs
video,
him.
though, of like, people think I don't have a driver's license. I'm driving a car.
Look at me.
Bro, my kid could fuck that guy up. Eh?
I was honestly waiting for one more car impression.
He earlier this year, Simeon Brown announced what many outlets described as a $500 million pothole repair fund. That's right, they'll be repairing the potholes outside your houses, ladies and gentlemen.
If anybody wants to know, if you draw penises around them, they'll fix them faster than they claim
That's true
to.
in the UK at least. So here, the cash for the new pothole fund came from zeroing out the old road maintenance fund, which was used in large part for fixing fucking potholes. So the $500 million that they announced
Killed a bird.
is nothing. It's nothing. It's the increase as it exists is totally marginal. But they announce it as, yes, we're dropping $500 million into fixing your potholes, BB Malloy.
My personal potholes?
Yeah, yours. The ones outside your house.
I thought you
dude.
meant the
$500
ones-
million. Come on.
The
No
ones I
expense
created.
spared.
Like I'm actively digging potholes outside my house. The ones that you created. Fuck's sake, stop making potholes.
It's just you.
We
and
are
the-
so
you
done.
with the shovel being like, my bad.
It's just Simeon Brown yelling directly at me. Just like, we're over it.
Out the side of his car. We're not going to take this
How
anymore.
can we work out how much money it would take to get like a pickaxe and a big tank of fuel and drive up to Simeon Brown's and just put potholes all in the front of his house.
Actually, what office does
I don't know. That might be better. Yeah. I mean, how much would it cost? I reckon we'd do it for a couple grand. You know any digger drivers? Well, fuck, I know one. Oh,
Honestly,
okay.
I have my wheels, tracks, and rollers. We could just hire one.
Really?
Yeah,
You got
legitimately.
endorsements.
Yeah, I have my
Hell
my
yeah,
dangerous
dude.
You
goods
can
as
drive
well.
diggers.
Yeah, bro. And
He's
bro,
a fucking
we were
double
right.
threat, bro.
Bro,
He's
we
got
were
TikTok
right.
followers
No.
and endorsements.
We
on
were
his
right.
license.
Earlier today, we
Yeah.
talked about how BB Malloy is way cooler than ourselves.
Yeah, bro, we did talk about that. Yeah.
I have my dangerous goods as well because no one can
Fucking
haul
of course
around.
He's got his dangerous goods.
Yeah, bro. No one
Fuck,
can
do
haul
you have
around.
stickers that you put on your cock?
No, I was literally just about to say I had to get my dangerous goods because no one can haul around an ass this juicy without getting pulled over.
I think it's time for a break, guys.
Okay, it might be time for tunnel talk. What do you guys think? Let's
Yeah.
see. We'll take a break.
Oh, hard.
Yo.
Smash shit in the tunnels.
Let's do it. Yes.
The year is 2046. Almost none of us are left.
Is that tungsten?
It is tungsten,
Those
yeah.
of us
Hell
who
yeah.
do survive.
Mine too, bro.
Oh, cool. I just bought Dean one on
We're here.
yesterday. I got her
in
her
the
own
tunnels.
the wedding ring.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else.
Tunnel talk.
Well, they mine tungsten out of tunnels, so it
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
They're like, hey, guys know how you thought diamonds were gay?
Yeah.
These aren't. And you guys were like, fucking sick.
Hell yeah, dude.
Bro, this is the least gay
That's
wedding
the
ring ever.
hat backwards of wedding rings, and you guys know it.
The girl at the jewelry store told me that this is what forestry workers get as their wedding rings. I was like,
Forestry
yeah, bro,
workers don't get married.
I'm a lumberjack, dude. I don't get this ring.
Out of anything, you're a fucking beaver.
It's tunnel talk, ladies and gentlemen.
What we got?
Mount Blanc Tunnel. We talked about it. Goat cheese fire between Italy and France. I didn't know
Is that
this.
the big goat one? I thought that was in the Netherlands.
No, the Mount Blanc Tunnel is between
The one
Italy
Soulfire
and
sent
France.
us.
Yeah, bro.
That's
is
this.
Okay, I didn't know this, but this was it was the deepest tunnel in the world for 50 years until Goddard Base Tunnel opened in 2016.
Fucking Goddard base.
Yeah, bro.
My mind immediately went to a your mum joke. It was the deepest tunnel for 50 years until they
Until
discovered your mum. Like,
Nice.
sorry to interrupt.
Appreciated. Keep going.
That's all right. They're fixing a 600-meter section for water ingress, which is aging the tunnel. They're trying two different methods: 300 meters for method A, 300 meters for method B, and depending which one performs better, they'll do another 600 meters of that in 2025. 2,480 meters deep at its deepest point. So it was supposed to be completely closed to road traffic and renovated for 3 to 4 years. However, they have agreed, the French and Italian companies that maintain it, they've agreed due to the importance of the central infrastructure node, they're instead planning the renovation with shorter closures, 3 to 4 months each for the next 18 years.
Just to get the initial 300 meters done.
No, so that's the total maintenance in it that gives it like another 50, 60 year service life.
I see.
Is over the next 18 years they
Yeah.
renovate parts
So they'll
of
do
it.
the initial 300 meters, and then depending
Yeah.
on which test goes well, A or B, they'll do the further
They'll
600.
use that going forward. And
Right.
rather than closing it for 4 years with whatever method they chose at the time, they're
Right.
doing an A/B test, and then they'll wait, do a bunch more. Yeah.
So it's like the
over time,
Nimutaka
they'll
Hill
know
then.
it's just not working.
Yeah, so it's like the Nimutaka Hill, because that's been like under construction for the last 450.
Forever, bro.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's going to be one of those things where Italians and French are going to be like, oh, the roadworks, like it's going to be an absolute fucking nightmare.
Yes. So the closest detour is 160.
Hey, you knew what you were
kilometers south.
signing up for with Tunnel Talk. Don't try and hang yourself on the
bro.
air. Good God.
I was going to get Grim to do it. But
Oh, fair. No, and he's taller than you too, so that would
he's not even here.
Who?
That's Milan Dalvani. Keep going.
Right. Dermot
Come
Mulroney.
on. Fucking.
I mean, that's the whole part of that story that I wanted to talk about. There's another one where there's a landslide in China. The landslide occurred at 8:30 p.m. on Saturday, August 24th, and it there's 3 guys trapped in this tunnel collapse.
They need Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, what?
Bad joke. Sorry, I just said they need
Landslide.
Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah. 3 guys caught in a landslide.
Just Stevie Nicks being like, "We'll save you."
Stevie Nicks just mad as now she can't take 3 at a time. Keep going.
Good God. Boy, do we have the stinger for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's the music from Landslide, and then it starts with like Lindsay Gluckingham, bro.
Lindsay Gluckingham.
Looking out for a slub.
Fucking lick Fleetwood. Like
It's all right
it writes itself at
Stevie
this point.
Mix. Fuck you.
Stevie Mix. Okay, sorry, tunnel talk. God, trying to concentrate.
Hey, technically those were tunnel talks.
Yeah, they were.
After Mick had been there. Bow now. Sorry, this is so off the rails.
Three people are stuck. It's in the Pak Chong.
It's so bad too. Like
Yeah, bro.
the subject matter
these
is
guys
so horrible.
These guys are dying.
Yeah.
If only Fleetwood Mac could be there.
Since the disaster occurred, rescuers have been pumping oxygen into the blocked-off tunnel to keep the 3 men alive, and they're clearing the debris that's slid through. As of last night, when I was looking at it, they are within 1 meter of the closest guy. So by the time this comes out, they may have rescued some of these people.
That's great.
They haven't.
Yeah.
Oh. Was there a follow-up to that where they haven't? Or
I haven't. I've been busy.
Oh,
I've
no,
been
he
working
just looked at me
all
real
day.
deadpan and went, "They haven't."
I wouldn't do that.
Who
What do you-
knows?
He's
Dix is
making
not
shit
involved.
up.
So
See, that's where it's going wrong. There's a messiah of tunnels.
I don't know if it's going wrong. They're getting there. There is a messiah
I'd
of
like to
tunnels.
see what he said.
Yeah.
Thoughts and feelings with these Chinese gentlemen at this
Bro,
time.
do you reckon it's
Thoughts and
fucked
feelings,
up
bro.
to like? Would it be, you know how like what's it called when you get heaps of people to give you money because you got fuck all going on?
Religion?
Oh, tithing.
No, close. I love that you. It's a thing, and it's like a group of people for crowdfunding.
Crowd
Oh, right, like a
sure.
give a little or
and
something.
Go what?
Like a give a little. That's like the New
Go
Zealand
fuck
version.
me.
Yeah, go
if
fuck-
you were to like set up a go fuck me and be like, hey, we're a shitty little terrible podcast.
Mhm, that's true.
We're bad people, but we don't have bad opinions. We're just trying to get news out. Can
Okay.
you guys like all give us money to get Dix here?
That's been Tunnel Talk, everybody.
Man, fuck you, dude. I'm trying to fucking do something for you.
The people listening to this are not going to send us hundreds, thousands of dollars to get Arnold Dix on our podcast. That is straight up not going to happen.
Do we know the fee for Arnold Dix at this point?
I would say
No,
it'd be
no, you're right. You're right. We don't. It's
My
just
guess-
I was like, hey, we should try and buy him. And old
My guess is 5
pessimistic
figures, or
Sally.
at least close to 5 figures.
That's
It's got to be.
Oh,
It's got to
okay.
be.
Nah, bro, not if.
How well reputed is this man? Like, is it?
Well,
it,
he's. I mean,
He
think
doesn't
about-
have to be well reputed. He's amazing.
He is well reputed though. He's former head of the ITA. He's a tunnel rescue specialist. Like, what is it? Underground disaster specialist.
I'm BB Malloy. It cost me negative figures to be here. We should just ask him.
I mean,
Technically, if you think about it, you owe me $8.
Yeah, that's fair, actually.
Yeah.
From the pizza last time?
dude, you
no,
should
the
just
sub.
Pelvis. You should.
Is it
just ask
broken?
him. You shouldn't ask our
I
fans to
reckon.
fund it. You should just ask Arnold Dix. Like, dude, we fucking love you. Will you please talk to us?
Yeah, I reckon.
You could do it. You specifically.
Write him a
my
strongly worded email.
Is this where all my powers have suddenly like
They've
I've
all led to
abused
this
them,
moment, bro.
and it's all led to this moment
To
This
getting
is the
Arnold
pinnacle.
Dix on our
where I
podcast.
get dicks in our holes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Has that been Tunnel Talk?
Have I got BB dicks in our holes? Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you, Ryan, for being on our show. Appreciate you, brother.
thank you.
I love it. I
Thank
loved
you,
every second
Jizzy,
of it.
for just being
don't
you.
Post this shit.
Repost it, bro. Fuck your
I'm
engagement.
definitely reposting it.
Fuck your engagement.
Fuck the
All
engagement.
yeah.
It's been lovely.
6 degrees of separate. Fuck you. Give me dicks and holes.
Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Should
Bye.
I kill it? Kill it. I don't want to hear the segments.
I just want to hear the tunneling part. In my heart I have but one desire, and